So I think that if I were being honest, then I would say that I have been struggling a lot more than I've been leading on.
Okay, hold on. Let me back up a bit. If you're new here, my husband Jason and I are converting a van for us and our 2 dogs, Miles and Potato, and after almost 10 months, we're nearly done with the build. Our plan is to explore about 20 places around the United States where we can spend some time to see if it's a place we may want to call home, somewhere we can buy land and build our own version of a homestead. We put our house on the market over 50 days ago. We've had a few open houses, a few private showings, and one possible interested couple, but the proof is when the offer actually comes in. But I feel as though I fall into a strange category. A lot of channels on here who share about their van build typically continue their videos to share about van life and living on the road. Maybe their apartment lease ended or they left their parents' house, but for us, well, we're kind of in this limbo period, which brings me to where I am now. So, where were we?
So I think that if I were being honest, then I would say that I have been struggling a lot more than I've been leading on. Right now, we're in this in-between phase where we've built the van. It's almost done, but we have some minor tweaks and things that we need to do, but we're not quite traveling or on the road yet. We're in this middle ground where it requires a lot of patience. The house is on the market, but it's not really selling right now. We've done a lot that we can do to downsize until the house actually sells. And I think the biggest frustration for me in all of this is the uncertainty. Because, I hear people say that, like, if you're unhappy with your life, then you need to change it. You need to be the one to make the changes. And it's hard when you're doing everything you possibly can to change the things in your life that are making you unhappy. But sometimes with life, there are just things that are completely out of your control, and there's really nothing you can do. You've done all that you can do, and now you just have to wait. And I am not good at waiting. I am a very impulsive person. If I have an idea in my head, then I just go after it. I just do it. It's not quite that simple. And I think with the amount of uncertainty and the lack of control that I feel like I have, I think that the bipolar has really ignited full force. And there was probably like a week where it was really bad. I was really, really depressed, and it was hard to get out of bed. And I isolated, and when I'm in that state, it's so hard to see the light. Like I consider my brain having 2 different sides, right? It's like there's the rational side that can see clearly and make sense of the things happening in my life. And then there's the irrational side, which is, a lot of anxiety. It's a lot of that permanency language of always, it's never gonna change, like words that really emphasize permanency. And it's most of the time false narratives that are being said in my head. So all of that. So it's been difficult. It has been difficult, but thankfully I'm doing better. I'm doing better. I'm seeing clearer. The rational side of my brain is back. And anybody coming to say hi. Because of this season I'm in this season of self-discovery, self-rediscovery, and transition. And I think as I'm evolving, I also think that this channel is going to evolve. Into what? I don't know, but I know that I want to show up authentically. I know that I want to show up in the slow, mundane moments. I know that I want to show up for my creativity and for myself as I learn about this new season I'm entering into, and as we look for places that we might want to call home. Like, I want to kind of share just all of it, I guess, even if it doesn't always seem shiny and pretty and well put together. I want to show up authentically so I can look back one day and say, wow, look how far you've come. Look how you showed up for yourself. Every single week you showed up for yourself. That's pretty cool. So what would be really helpful for me is if you wouldn't mind just taking a quick moment to leave a comment and tell me the kinds of things that you want to see, because we are going to be traveling soon in the next couple weeks here. So you will be able to see some of my travels and things like that, and us in the van and looking at our first place. But I'd want to know what else, because we don't really know. We could get an offer on the house next week. It could be 3 months from now. We have no idea. And there's a lot of time in between. So I'd love to know the kinds of things that maybe you want to see or learn more about on this journey. And now I need to have some lunch because I'm starving, Marvin. I like a lot of cream cheese, okay? Sue me. You always put more. Always put more. The best. Hands down. But yes, if you are new here, it would mean a lot if you were to subscribe and stick around and be here for this journey. Like I said, I don't 100% know what it's going to look like. It's going to involve change. It's going to involve vans and dogs and travel and maybe some breakdowns, but that's okay. It's all a part of it. There's going to be a lot of laughter. There's going to be a lot of dancing and joy in all of it too, because I think that that's something that I don't want to forget about, is all of the joy despite all of the hardships that have been coming along with this process. So please subscribe.